Hello, Professor Chan. My name is Ryan Robinson, and I will be answering questions 5 and 8 from the University Teas case that you assigned us. Question 5 states, or asks, what bid price per t-shirt would you establish for each of the 4 order scenarios in the case, rounding your answer to the nearest dollar? Would your answer differ depending on whether each order was placed by a repeat customer or a new customer? Why or why not? Unfortunately, I do not have a whiteboard, but I was able to write down my answers on these 2 sheets of paper, which I taped to the wall. I will be going over how I got the numbers as I go over each category of variable costs per order scenario. The variable costs that we took into consideration were the cost of the t-shirts, the sales commission, shipping, artwork design, printing, screens, and added these all together. We got the total variable costs divided by the number of shirts. We got variable cost per t-shirt for each of the 4 different order scenarios. The variable cost for a t-shirt is $3 per t-shirt, which resulted in $90 for the first order, $180 for the second, $900 for the third, and $150 for the average order. Sales commission is 50 cents per shirt, resulting in $15 in the first order, $30 in the second, $150 in the third, and $25 in the average order. Shipping is 60 cents per shirt, which resulted in $18 in the first, $36 in the second, $180 in the third, and $30 in the average order. Artwork design, on the other hand, is $20 per design. Now in order number 1, there are 2 designs, one printed on the front of the shirt, one printed on the back. Therefore, we charge $20 for each, resulting in a total of $40. We also charge $40 in order number 3 and the average order because each of those orders has 2 designs as well. However, order number 2 only has 1 design, so we only charge $20. Printing, on the other hand, is broken down as such. 50 cents per side, per color, per shirt is charged for orders of between 1 and 50 shirts. 40 cents per side, per color, per shirt is charged for orders between 51 and 100 shirts. 30 cents per side, per color, per shirt is charged for orders of between 101 and 150 shirts. And 20 cents per side, per color, per shirt is charged for orders greater than 150 shirts. So therefore, we take 50 cents per side, per color, per shirt for the first scenario, since it's only 30, which falls in between 1 and 50, obviously. And we get 1.5, multiply that by 30, we get $45 per printing. For the quantity of 60 shirts, we charged 40 cents per side, per color, per t-shirt. In the second order, we only have 2 colors printed for the first artwork design on the front of the shirt. Therefore, we only charge 80 cents. 80 cents times 60 gives us 48. In the third order, we have 4 different colors, 2 printed on each design for the front and the back of the shirt. And since that order is over 150, we're going to charge 20 cents per side, per color, per shirt, therefore resulting in 80 cents per shirt as well. Multiply that by 300 and we get $240. For 50 shirts, we use the 50 cents per side, per color, per shirt again as well. And since there are only 2 colors printed, one for each design on the front and the back of the shirt, we're only going to charge $1. So 1 times 50 is 50. The screens, on the other hand, are $15 per screen, but each design requires a separate screen for each color in the design. In the first order scenario, there are 3 different colors. Therefore, we charge $45 per color for each of the 2 designs, since the first design only has 1 color and the second design has 2. In the second order, there are only 2 colors used for the design on the front of the shirt, therefore we only charge $30. In the third order, there are 4 different colors used for the designs, therefore we charge $60. And in the average order, there are only 2 colors used per design, or 2 colors used, 1 per design, therefore we only charge $30. we get total variable costs of $253 for the first order scenario, $344 for the second order scenario, $1,570 for the third order, and $298 for the average order. Divide these numbers by the number of shirts per order, and we get the variable cost per t-shirt, which is $8.43 for the first order, $5.73 for the second order, $5.23 for the third order, and $5.96 for the average order. Now the sheet on the bottom here explains the break-even analysis for quantity of 5,000 shirts sold and 15,000 shirts sold, since we weren't given a specific order amount to apply in order to get the bid price per shirt. I chose the break-even analysis since we are a startup, or since University Tees is a startup company and should charge the smallest price possible in order to get the maximum number of orders. Now, I broke down each of the 4 scenarios based on 5,000 units sold as well as 15,000 units sold. For the first order for 5,000, I got the price of $13.83 per t-shirt in order to break even, which I rounded up to $14. In the second order scenario, I got a price of $11.13, which I just rounded to $11. In the third and the fourth, I also just rounded to $11 for the 5,000 quantity sold. In the break-even analysis for 15,000 units, or the bid price for 15,000 units, in the first order scenario, I got a price of $10.23, which I rounded to $10. In the second scenario, I got a price of $7.53, which I rounded to $8. In the third scenario, I got a price of $7.03, which I just rounded to $7. And in the fourth order, I got a price of $7.76, which I just rounded to $8. Now, in the second part of the question, it asks, would your answer differ depending on whether each order was placed by a repeat customer or a new customer? Why or why not? My answer is yes, the price would differ based on whether or not it was a repeat customer or a new customer. If it was a repeat customer, I would give them a special discount just because to help promote business and to help promote the sales or increase sales. If it's a new customer, I would charge the rounded price in order to gain a little bit of profit for each unit sold. Now, if you give me just one moment, I will set up the 2 sheets that I have prepared for question number 8. Okay. Question number 8 asks, assume that all of University Tees sales conform to its average order profile. Prepare 2 contribution format income statements. A. Assume 12,000 units are sold at a price of $9 per t-shirt, and B. Assume 8,000 units are sold at a price of $10 per t-shirt. What insights about the relationship between price, quantity sold, and profits are revealed by these income statements? Now, if we take a look at the contribution format income statements that I prepared, sorry for the messy handwriting, we have on this side the 12,000 units sold at $9 per unit, which results in total sales of $108,000, minus the variable expenses, which include just the variable manufacturing costs, which is $5.96 per shirt. Multiply that by 12,000 shirts, we get $71,520. Sales minus the variable manufacturing cost gives us a contribution margin of $36,480. Then we subtract the fixed expenses, which include fixed overhead, fixed salaries, and fixed marketing costs, which are $5,000, $20,000, and $2,000 respectively, to give us a total of $9,480 for our net income. In scenario B, we have 8,000 units sold at $10 per unit. which gives us total sales of $80,000. And if we apply the $5.96 variable cost per t-shirt, we have total variable manufacturing expenses of $47,680, giving us a contribution margin of $32,320. Once again, we subtract the fixed expenses, fixed overhead, fixed salaries, and fixed marketing, which total $27,000 to give us net income of $5,320. Now, looking at these two contribution format income statements, we can see that the relationship between price, quantity sold, and profits are very distinct. If we charge a higher price, more specifically a dollar higher price, we sell 4,000 units less, resulting in a decrease of net income by $4,000. Therefore, we should charge the lower price to maximize the quantity that we sell as well as the net income that we will receive from the total number of sales. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it.